Welcome back to WineWire, folks. I'm Nelson, this is Adam, and this is always the place you're going to find the wines that you can't find in stores.
All right, my friends, we have a show all about high octane, which means high alcohol. Well, high everything. We're hoping for it. We're hoping for it. We have two wines today, both clocking in at over 16% alcohol, one from France and one from Australia. I'm actually quite excited. The whole idea around the show is really to see how that alcohol sits in the wine and whether we can have high alcohol wines that, you know, bring the goods.
Well, ding ding.
All right, here we go.
Let the heavyweight battle begin. First wine we have is a 2009 Vissin Côte de Rhône-Villages from Domaine de l'Aubrieux, coming in at 16.3% alcohol by volume.
We're in the belt.
We're in the belt.
We're in the heavyweight belt.
Priced at $24.95. This is a blend of 90% Grenache and 10% Syrah.
Man, this is an incredibly ripe wine. I mean, ripe, big, ripe black fruit. But there is this tarriness, this heaviness that sits over the nose that kind of makes it a deep, brooding wine. You know, I'm wondering how the palate is. I mean, the nose is quite ripe and delicious, but I'm wondering if it's carrying on the palate.
You know, Adam, this wine is massive. It opens up big, it carries big, it's still finishing big. There is quite a good amount of tannin packed in here, and some dark, really blobs of dark fruit. And I feel that it's just restrained. There's so much energy, there's so much tension in this wine that I think, based on what I smelt on the nose, there's going to be a lot of pretty flavors to come through this wine. In the longer term, I don't think that this wine is showing its true colors right now. I think it's somewhat closed. I think it needs a lot of time to come around. I think it will hang around for a long time.
This is an awkward child right now, but it's like a dancer coming into their own. You know, they've got all the moves, all the right pieces are there, but you have to have a little bit of patience. This is going to be an absolutely amazing wine, given a little bit of patience when this wine comes into itself.
Definitely. Big heavy food wine. And there's a couple of things I want to point out here. It says it's harvested by hand. There's a little sign here, which is really nice for the producer to you know, sort of let people know of. And then this Cuvée Spéciale, bottle number 816, which really just screams quality, craftsmanship, and limited production. So we're expecting a really nice wine. We got one.
This is an elegant beast.
Beautiful.
All right, let's go to the next one. So the next wine hails from Australia, and this region, as most of you know, is pretty well known for writing the book on high alcohol wines. This is the 2010 Molly Duker the Boxer. It's 100% Shiraz, clocking in at 16% alcohol. This wine comes in at $37.95 per bottle. It is the handiwork of two very famous winemakers in Australia, Sarah and Sparky Marquise. They are pretty much responsible for, I would say, 4 or 5 of the top Australian wines in the last 20 years. But now that the pedigree has been spoken, how is the nose, my friend?
You know what, Adam? You know, I'm a big stickler for wines that show earthy characteristics, minerality, and dirtiness. But you know what? I have to admit, I equally love wines that smell like real, ripe, freshly baked holiday pies. You know what I'm saying? This wine just makes me want to dive right in. Beautiful concentrated fruit and spiciness. It's gorgeous.
On the palate, my friend, this thing is a monster. I mean, I'm all about creating the analogies. This is a '69 black Camaro convertible with the transmission cut, spinning its rear wheels in the parking lot and just announcing its arrival. This is a monster. Huge ripe black fruit, huge ripe blackberry, blackcurrant, plum, but there's a spicy note from the oak that is just so beautifully integrated. I will tell you one thing though, there is no way that you'd be able to tell this one has 16% alcohol. It is just so beautifully integrated. You're tasting the wine for what it is, not the alcohol that's underlying it.
Yeah, absolutely. A mouthful of goodness. Alcohol's nicely wrapped in. You know, we're talking about alcohol levels 16 and 16 plus that are in the Amarone category and in the Passamento affected wines. You know, and this just drinks beautiful. The window is open on this wine, whereas I'd hold back on the L'Aubrieux. I want to drink this right now. It's screaming goodness. It will hold for probably, I'd say, a good 8 years. But boy, oh boy, what a monster! And like you said, it's already halfway down the racetrack.
Oh yeah, this is absolutely. I mean, we've tasted 2 wines today that really show that a high alcohol wine does not mean anything bad. It means it can mean a beautiful thing.
Worth every penny at $37.95.
Absolutely. We got both these wines. The links to both these wines are directly below us. Click on the links, get more information on the wines, and order them. The agent will deliver them directly to your door.
Hook up with us on Facebook, facebook.com/WineWire, and Twitter.
Twitter's at WineWireCA, and we are active all the time, so converse with us. We like to talk. Any last words besides?
Yeah.
I hear it coming.
I have the roar coming. Argos! Thanks, boys. Thanks for bringing us a championship in the 100th year anniversary of the league, and for making us proud sports fans once again here in the T-Dot.
I know. It's nice to be a winner every once in a while.
Yeah,
right?
tell me about it.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming. We will see you in a couple days with a new show, and we'll see you soon.